Hey, what's up, guys? TheCampingRusher here. The Season 3 news continues. Let's start right away with a recent blog post. It was about UEFN, but it came to be about Season 3. Fortnite again confirmed that Chapter 4 Season 3, which is rumored to be the penultimate season of Chapter 4, is starting on June 9th. They also announced that all creative maps switch from the channel system to event binding on June 9th. We've already talked about this just for you creative map builders out there. But yeah, June 9th seems to be confirmed at this point. I was honestly leaning and thinking they were going to do a June 10th. That's a Saturday, right? That was my thought. However, I'm okay with it. So yeah, Friday, June 9th, we will be live streaming June 8th, the night before, morning of, waiting together, looking at the leaks, all that stuff, maybe playing the live event that starts the season, cinematic event that starts the season. That is still unconfirmed. So subscribe, turn your noties on, and if you could, type code TheCampingRusher in for the new Battle Pass. Appreciate all the love. Let's talk about the Season 3 loot pool so far. This is where we think we're at, okay? Most confirmed, some not. New additions. Mythic Drum Shotgun, which should be dropped from a jungle boss, a boss in the jungle biome. Lever Pistol. Thermal Bolt Action Sniper Rifle, the Kinetic Boomerang, armored cars. The Choppa vehicle will be unvaulted with a new ability, a new missile launcher. We'll talk about that in a second. Surfboard vehicle, lever action shotgun, lever action / infantry rifle, and raptors. Now, how do we know all this stuff? Well, a lot of it, again, is confirmed. A bunch of it is from the key art, the photo, the kinetic boomerang, the new pistol was seen in that shot, riding the Raptors, etc. But then we've just got some random Season 3 weapon leaks, and again, most of this is confirmed. For example, from HypeX, helicopters are getting a launcher that shoots every 2 seconds and deals 35 damage and 450 builds damage. There's a new lever pistol, as we talked about. Probably slow, hard-hitting shots would be the idea. And then the Fortnite are working on that epic / legendary thermal bolt action sniper that deals 116, 121 damage, 290, 303 headshots, so it's a one-shot headshot, and 3 seconds reload. Probably makes a lot of sense with the jungle biome, right? Super thick biome. Being able to see with thermal is going to help a lot and give you an advantage. That Mythic Drum Shotgun they're working on, 73 body, 109 headshot, but it will have a slower fire rate than we are used to, which I think is necessary, or this thing is just going to slap, right? It's already, without being mythic, was an overpowered weapon, and turning it into a mythic scares me a little bit. But fire rate, okay. And then the infantry rifle and lever action, those are the ones that are a maybe. They've been updated as of last season, so there's a chance, right? It would kind of make sense with the theme, it seems like, seeing that lever pistol. But yeah, this one is unconfirmed. And again, all this stuff is coming next season. It's just, I don't think we're going to launch with all of it, right? But at some point in the new season, you will see most, if not all, of the things we just discussed. On the topic of weapons, there's also the weapon attachments. They've been modified after almost 2 years, specifically ones that manage a weapon's recoil and then detects if a passenger is operating a turret. This turret might be attached to those new armored cars that are in the files. We've talked a lot about the Battle Pass, right? We know a few of the Battle Pass skins, but I do want to throw this in there one more time on top of what we know. We don't know 4 of them, right? I want to remind you that I still think at least one of these skins we see from the survey is going to be a part of it. I don't think the Tiger anymore because it's so similar to Summer Meowscles. I'm leaning towards the Parrot, right? The Parrot would fit the theme well. It looks like it could be a Battle Pass skin. It's got the secondary style already in the survey ready to go. So I wanted to throw that in. Okay, a little bit, we're talking, there were some big map leaks and also discussion. We'll get to that in a second, but let's start with this here. This is for you UEFN builders on creative engagement payouts. I guess for players too. A new metric called time played is now in effect. It will be reflected in this month's engagement payout. All old metrics have less weighting for now, while Epic is boosting the time played metric effect. So what does this mean? For most of you guys are players, right? But but creators just means you're getting paid for that. But for players, time played is now being rewarded. It's going to help funnel out the clickbait maps, right? Basically, if a map is fun, you expect that players are going to play that map for a longer period of time, and the people are going to get rewarded for creating maps that players play for a longer period of time. So it's a good thing. I'm a fan of it, both as creating these maps and playing the maps. You want people to play for a long time. Maps I go on and play, if I like it, I'll be there for a while, right? So I think it's a good change. And then on top of that, Epic seems to be planning to unlock the whole Battle Royale island for editing and Creative Royale. This is being suggested due to recent leaks like upcoming platform indicator and new upcoming settings for the deployment console referencing the player spawn pad as a spawn option. I'm throwing this out there. I don't really know how this would work in practice, right? Being able to edit and change the actual map, especially with the map updating all the time. But there's a rumor. I'm going to throw it out there. Take it with a grain of salt, though. A couple promotions that are ending soon. Reboot Rally ends close to when you're watching this video, actually, maybe another hour or so. So if you haven't done it now, you're probably out of time. But there's also till June 9th, 11 a.m. Eastern, basically the new season, right? Probably somewhere around, probably a little bit earlier than that will be the new season, to purchase the Stars Pack in Among Us on the Epic Games Store to get that crewmate back bling and distraction dance emote as a bonus in Fortnite, right? So you got another, 9 or so days until, if you want to take advantage of that. Epic has requested that specifically creators that are sent out those emails talking about new skins coming to the game, they requested specifically not to share when skins are releasing. Super weird request, right? Especially because they let you know what skins are, they tell these creators that the skin is releasing when it's releasing, but then they say don't share it. When a lot of these people's, it's leakers or content creators, like this is, that's what they kind of thrive on. So it's this weird ask. I don't know if they're going to follow through with any punishment. So it was the first mention of it today. Not really a big deal now, but will they take action down the line, right? Will they get leakers and people in trouble for leaking skin release dates specifically? Maybe, right? This might be the first mention of it. I will keep you updated. Now, here's the theory built on some evidence from the Raging Reaper. He'll be linked down below. Hidden Henge is a piece of our upcoming jungle in Season 3. And so first, this is Hidden Henge. This is what he's talking about, right? That ruin area on the map. It's center-ish northwest of Mega City. There you go. There's your background. Taking a look at the key art, you can see many overgrown stone ruins and temple entrances. It's possible Hidden Henge is a piece of a shrine sticking above the surface and may even connect to other temples. To further prove this, there are more of these giant stone carvings peeking above the ground, assuming they're just as tall. Zero Fusion was messy, right? Ice fell onto medieval lands. A chunk of grass landed in the ice. What if a piece of the jungle made it to the surface? Not to mention, Hidden Henge is extremely close to the rumored location of our upcoming volcano, the dormant one that sits east of Mega City. Nowhere else on the map do we have stone structures like this, and the key art matches up with what he's talking about, right? So it's a good theory. He thinks that this will all lead and connect underground to the 0 point as well. That's part of it. I like it, man. I think he's going to get at least parts of this right. And, we've talked about things that are confirmed, jungle biome, volcanoes in the files. Will it actually drop with the new season? I hope so. We talked in the last video with this rough sketch of how we think it's going to be. We almost know that middle area of the map is going to change because the earthquake cracks are forming a perimeter around that center area. So whether it's a volcano, whether it's partly a volcano, partly a jungle biome, and then a desert biome is also inferred, right? There's a couple things that back it up, but definitely not confirmed. So, and then the final thing we've got map-wise is that Mega City will stay because of some photography contest mentioning it mid-season next season, so it has to be there. And then parts of the medieval biome, at least parts of the medieval biome, will remain as well, thanks to this contest. So that's kind of everything we know about the map, but I wanted to add in that Hidden Henge piece. Thanks for watching. Take care. Touch that like button. Talk soon. Goodbye.